Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. For anyone that's new here, my name's OwenAlec, and on this channel I do everything drum related. This includes drum covers, tutorials, gear reviews, plus tips and advice, just like this video. So if that sounds like something that you're interested in, please do consider subscribing, hit the like button, all that good stuff, because it really helps the channel. Thank you very much. So in today's video, we're going to talk about how to choose the right drum kit for you. If you haven't seen part 1, where we go over snares, I'll link it up in the YouTube card and in the description below. There's going to be some similarities in this video with part 1, but there are some very key differences to carefully consider, so be sure to watch to the end of the video. So the first thing to ask yourself is 1. What are you going to use this kit for? For example, is it going to be strictly for live gigs, for studio work, or a mix of both? Deciding on this now will greatly impact all the steps that follow. For example, if you're playing live a lot, you might not want to carry around a 7-piece drum kit all the time, so going for something a little bit more compact might be more suitable. Equally, if you are playing a lot of live shows, you might have to start kit sharing, in which case you're not going to want to spend thousands of your hard-earned money on something that other people might not take care of. Secondly, what genre of music will you be playing? Is it rock, metal, or jazz, or funk, or even country? Researching what others are using within your genre will give you a great starting point when deciding what kind of sound you're trying to achieve. Typically, metal music demands something loud and punchy and resonant, whereas country leans towards something warmer, of lower tones. Of course, you definitely don't have to stick with what everyone else is doing. Sometimes creating a unique sound within your genre is exactly what you need to stand out. Thirdly, what size toms do you want? This can often be a daunting thing to think about because you might not know what the pros and cons different sizes offer. If you want a big and loud sound from the kit with a longer sustain, then bigger and deeper toms will get you that. However, you are then compromising on heavier gear to move around and potentially limited customization with the configuration, because obviously the drums will take up more space than smaller drums. Fourth, what materials do you want this kit to be made out of? Another rather daunting thing to think about, as different woods really do have different characteristics. For studio work, I would always recommend birch. For me, it has the perfect balance of volume, tone, warmth, and sustain, but it's not for everybody. Maple is a very popular choice, as is walnut and oak, but I've also seen a massive rise in cherry and babinga kits. Checking out comparison videos is a great way to hear the different characteristics between these woods. But it's not just about wood types. Thinking about the hardware for drums is also important because whilst it's mostly down to aesthetics, the look and quality of lugs, tension rods and hoops do play a part overall. Whether it's beaver tail or tube lugs, black, chrome, gold hardware, triple flanged or die-cast hoops, there's quite a few options there to either personalize your kit or look for something specific in a production kit. Number 5 is budget. How much do you want to spend on this kit? If you're looking in the region of £500, you can get something decent, but it is going to be very limited. If your budget is up towards £3,000, £4,000, that's when you start getting into the realms of either fantastic production kits or even custom drums. Now, as a couple of bonus things to consider, you've got 2 very important parts: drum heads and tunings. As I mentioned in the snares video, drum heads will allow you to easily change and customize your sound. From clears to coated, single ply to double plies, dots to rings, there's definitely something out there to match the sound that's in your head. That being said, even the best heads will sound inferior if you don't know how to tune them properly. Tuning drums is actually a pretty simple process. The hard part is training your ear to hear when something is off, then being able to diagnose the issue, i.e. find out where it's coming from, and then being able to fix it. I'll be doing an in-depth tuning video soon, so make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss that. Now, as I did in the last video, I'm going to be going onto Nico McBrain's Drum One site, and we're going to try and find a suitable kit within the parameters that we set. Now, in the last video, I did go a little bit overboard with the budget. I went to about £500, which for a snare is quite a lot of money. So for this video, I'm going to be keeping it a little bit more tame. But of course, the more money you do have in your budget, the more options you've got. So I'm going to click on acoustic drum kits. And it does look like at the moment they've got a huge sale on British Drum Company stuff. So if you're looking at British Drum Company stuff, now is the time to buy. So let's sort this by price lowest to highest, and we can kind of see what we've got here. So for this video, I'm thinking of a budget between £1,000 and £1,500. Of course, if you've got more, fantastic. You can try and find something that's even more suited to you. But if you are limited with your budget, that's a pretty healthy kind of budget to go with. So the first one that's standing out to me is this Mapex Armory Rock 22 5-piece shell pack. That Rainforest Burst, that is a gorgeous finish. at $766. That's a hell of a discount for a drum kit that size. I mean, 22 by 18, 10 by 8, 12 by 9, 16 by 16, and it comes with a tomahawk snare as well. So it looks like this one in particular, the reason why it's so discounted is because it's an X-Display model. So these are a mix of birch and maple shells. I like this configuration because you've got the controlled sound of the birch, but then you've also got a little bit more tone and resonance from the maple. Chrome hardware, I would assume for something like this, especially at this kind of price bracket, you'd be looking at triple flanged hoops. So overall, I would say that that is definitely a contender. Let's have a look through. You've got some really nice Tama 3-piece, 4-piece, but it looks as though very quickly you're moving out of the budget that we've set here. So the last one there being a Pearl Decade, maple 6-piece drum kit. That's still a very, very nice looking kit. Let's have a look. So even with a company as reputable as Pearl, you've got a really good deal here because you're getting 6-piece drum kit for a, pretty decent price, I would say. A lot of the time, some of these bigger companies, when they're doing 6-piece or 7-piece kits, they'll charge an absolute arm and a leg. It's like an extra 500 quid just for an extra tom. And as an added bonus, which is something that we will be getting into in part 4 of this series, you've got a hardware pack that comes with it. Again, for that kind of price, this level of drum kit, that's a really, really good bargain. So as you can see here, if you were to just spend an extra 330 quid on top of your budget, you can start going into the realms of British Drum Company. Now, as you guys know, I've just got myself a BDC kit and it is absolutely fantastic. It's definitely up there with the DW that I've got and I just love the sound that's coming out of it. So I would recommend just saving a little extra money and going for something that's future-proof. I'm very much a big advocate of that. I think spending a little extra money, if you can, I don't want to advise you guys to spend extra money that you don't have and put yourselves in debt. That's not what this is about. This is only if you've got the disposable income to spend. I do like the look of this Gretsch Catalina. It's a very interesting finish that you've got on there. My favorite color is blue, but that one is a bit of a strange, a satin blue flame it's called. Personally, I've never really been a massive fan of Gretsch. I don't know why, I've just never really gravitated towards them. I do still respect them as a brand, and I think they put out some amazing kits, some amazing sounding kits, and there's a lot of people that I know that play these type of stuff and they swear by them. So Gretsch is still going to be a good enough brand for you to go to. I definitely think for that price as well, you just can't lose. So if this was my money, I'd be going for the Mapex Armory. I've always had a great experience with Mapex. They've been super reliable, and for the money that you're spending, they put out a great sound. But that's it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you guys have got something out of it. Let me know your thoughts in the comment sections below. Thank you very much, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.